Hello everybody, and welcome back to Kade Plays City Skylines for Kade Plays Kozy Games, that thing I love to do on a Friday night. As always, this is long-form content designed to exist on your second monitor or other devices. If you have some schoolwork to do, you need to study, do some homework. If you have some professional work to do, if you're a night worker working late, you're in a position where you got something you can throw on for background noise. If you are gaming yourself and just want something on a second monitor to keep that little noise up in the back of your head while you go ahead and play some games of your own. Or if you just want to sit down, relax, and enjoy a little bit of City Skylines with me, then welcome. Throw this video up. Throw it on another screen, throw it in the background, or watch intently if that is your inclination. Grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a drink. If you are above the age of majority in your geographical region, grab yourself an adult beverage. I'm occasionally known to do so myself, and have one here ready that I might sip on a little bit later. But for right now, I've been thinking about what improvements we could add to our fair city. I mean, at this point, is it fair to even call it a city? It's sort of like two cities, really. It's a whole sort of little island nation. Bit of a Luxembourg situation going on. It's like it's a city, but maybe also a country of its own. Who actually knows? Is not I. Now, when last we left off, I believe we didn't have any major traffic issues. We're a little bit chunky up here, but it's not all too bad, and I do have, part of my plan is going to incorporate dealing with that. A little bit chunky down here, but we're also not backing up super bad. It's a signaled intersection, so people are going to get through one way or another. They just have to wait for a moment. I mean, that's downtown in a busy city for you. You know, when you're driving around, sometimes you're gonna hit those lights, and you know the ones they are. You know which lights are in your city that would qualify. That are gonna be just those sets of lights that you know, without a doubt, you are gonna get caught at. All right, we got about an even demand for every type of zoning, so let's put some more major commercial here. High density is what we are going for. This is a very rich island. Lots of big companies with big tall buildings, the types that have helipads on top. I don't think I've ever actually personally seen them. Or, well, I mean, I guess I've seen them, but I've never been in a building that has a helipad of its own. Right. That's a set of decisions I made. Wonderful. You know what? If it works, it can't be stupid. Not enough educated workers? I can't really help you there, Chief. All I could do is provide the population and the means by which they could educate themselves. If they do that and they decide they don't want to come and work for you, then, I mean, you got one of one required highly educated workers, you've got one uneducated that you need well educated. I mean, it just, the passage of time, you know, time will go by. You've got plenty of educational pipeline going. Everybody should be able to get to a school. I will say this area over here is quite underserved in terms of schooling, though, so we could maybe an elementary school and a high school out maybe on this edge. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Aren't these... They're further down, there's some alternatives. Alternative to elementary school. 240 a week. 160 a week. I mean, y'all are getting a regular elementary school, I'm sorry. I'm not spending all that much money on you. Like, I like you, but not that much. And then maybe a high school of your own as well, next door. One of those elementary school into high school situations. Imagine that will improve the land value, get these buildings wanting to upgrade. I don't know why you're still acting like you're mad about high school availability. Yeah, now it's coming up. Educate your citizens. I'm hearing that. That's the feedback I've been getting here. Is the citizens require education. So, firstly, I want to curve a road a little bit around. You would let me curve it. I want it to curve just ever so gently. And then we're going to vault it up and over. Don't tell me you need to be higher up than that. Surely you don't. Surely you jest. Alright, you know what, we can, yeah, look, that's okay. We can jump that right over there. And then we can bring that back down to the ground. Slope too steep, he says. Would be too steep if you sucked less. Yeah, so we just need to bring it out a little bit further than initially suspected. Follow kind of the... We're going to follow the coastline a bit of a distance around this. Now we'll turn our snaps back on and go back to straight roads because we're about to move a school. I'm sorry, you're mad, but that's okay. I just had to move the school a little bit further over. You will be alright. I promise. Alright, so now I've created like a little loop scenario. There's this big old rock that I think is quite charming, so that's 100% staying there. And the road's in like this. And we could maybe come down to like here. And I feel like we could curve another one. See, that curve is a little bit too aggressive. Still a little too aggressive. Curve earlier. All the snaps, please. Just let me build roads how I want to build roads. Behave yourself. Okay, so if I curve it out like this. Oh yeah, now that's the angle of the dangle. And then let's build a straight road out to about here. And then we're gonna curve down to here. Yeah, that is pretty. Alright, another nice, like, little organically odd-shaped district. I love these. This is my favorite. So let's make a little triangle. I think civil development needs more triangles. Anybody else agree? Anybody else feel like the world of civil engineering is really sleeping on the triangle game? Alright, we'll pull one through here. That's kind of ugly, but it's also sort of out of the way, so I don't think I mind it too much. If our amazing intersection coming from that one bridge doesn't give it away, then I will just let you know that I will tolerate something if it doesn't necessarily look absolutely perfect, I'll still deal with that. And then, you know, let's bend it around the rock like this. Come out this way and then curve it down. Does that look okay? Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Bring it back in like this. So we're respecting the rock. Big ups to the Dwayne Johnson. And then let's cut a couple of straight-ish roads in here. Actually, let's come out a little bit to the lake. Let's join this like that. And then we can just come down here. Maybe make like a little stubby road in there. Yeah, see, we're getting some, because I'm following the coastline. I'm following like the curved road. I'm also following like the boundary I drew for this national park, as well as respecting like natural, you know, natural decoration, right? Nature's attempt at beautifying the landscape with a nice, big, very shiny, wet-looking rock. That, I'm not gonna lie to you, that looks like a really slippery rock. That looks like the kind of rock I would have tried to climb to the top of as a kid. Probably slipped on something and busted my ass all the way down it. I was a very stupid kid. I did a lot of things that were maybe not the smartest of the things to have been doing. But I suppose that is the life of a child, is it not? Just being really dumb, doing dumb things. Like, how are you getting robbed? There is a police station across the road. I imagine it's because either all of your vehicles have driven into town. Like, you've got vehicles all the way over here dealing with things. Yeah, that makes just perfect sense. Yeah, well, not really a ton I can do about that. Well, the cargo airport stays busy, though. Okay, so one of the big developments that I had been thinking about was to connect us to the rail network for cargo rail. Yeah? And I think, I haven't tested this. There might be just enough of a nub of rail here that I might be able to connect it. So what I was thinking about was relocating the solar updraft tower. Possibly down to, like, I don't know, somewhere else, right? Like, anywhere where I've not seen this. Not enough customers for your fancy boutique. Well, why did you open a fancy boutique? Who are you trying to impress? Shady Heights that is a gorgeous part of town. I love this stupid rock-strewn roundabout. I love it. I love, like, all the hours that, and especially if you're somebody who's been watching this series, like, all the hours that we have sat here and put into this, and now we really have kind of like a well fleshed out and like kind of bustling situation, you know? And I just think that's really cool. I do think it's very, very cool. So I know I can join on over here. There's definitely not going to be a problem there, but we're going to have to do a little bit of some fun stuff with regards to first we're going to need to place a cargo rail station. Turn these snaps back on so I can get a little little bit of distance out here. So we've got the airport, and we're going to put that rail station right beside it. Now, this might seem like a terrible idea. No further questions, Your Honor. I know what you're thinking. Where's the connection on this side gonna go? It's the right question to ask, and I'm the wrong person to ask it to. We're gonna make a train tunnel. Train tracks. That's all the distance we need. Now we can get a train tunnel underneath here. That is going to make a nice curve. Like this. Keep going in this direction. So we're going to move the solar updraft tower. Really, we can move that anywhere. There's not a lot of space that we can use there. Oh. Yes. Give me a moment. Is that better now? Abandoned because there was no water. Alright, y'all just go ahead and rebuild your little stores. I know you got angry about all the water you didn't have, but whoever moves in after you will have water, regardless. So moving this solar updraft tower. So let's put that maybe more down like this sort of area. I feel like that's ultimately fairly reasonable. Made a bit of a square edge there, but you know what, before I forget, we'll level that off. Buy some more soil. Yeah, just something like that. Does that look a little less horrid? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, okay, I think we can definitely survive with that. We've got a bit of a ridge out here. That'll be okay, because that is where we're going to put our second cargo train terminal. I know what you were thinking. You were thinking, where was this tunnel going to lead? Again, dear viewer, that is the correct question. Now you have your answer. Come out like this. And then connect like this. Oh, why does everybody need water all the time? What do you really need water for at a cargo train station? Other than there may be a couple of bathrooms in the offices, but quite frankly, I don't see why you couldn't just go outside and have a wee in a field. There's saplings over there that would just adore a nice bit of piss. Yes, ignore me. Oh, look at that shellfish boat. He's out there. He's getting it. Telling you, the mollusks, the anchovies, we got it. That fish factory just churning out those commercial goods. Yes. so many fish. So many much more fish. That's a lot of fish, Mengs. Alright, so we've connected these two rail stations together. Now I'm trying to figure out if there's a way out of city limits. Oh, you bastard. Can't quite. Yes, I can. There is one specific grid that I can make it on. As long as it curves this way. We can duck it underneath. Go all the way under the... all the way under here. All the way under here. Slope too steep. What's the topography like under here? Okay, hold on. Let's back this up a little bit. So what we'll do here instead is we will go overground. Alright, we'll do a little curve like this. Down to about here. And then following a, we're actually following some fun stuff with where I live. We're gonna do the thing where we run the rail bridge right alongside the road vehicles bridge. Right here. How do we get it up to there? The answer? Curves. This road serves no purpose currently. Oh, it used to be where those plants were, but it isn't anymore. Okay, well that works just fine then, so let's nuke that. We're going to use this as the place that we get to. Like... you come in like... here. And then bring it down to ground level as quickly as we can. I think is here. And then, okay, we can actually blow up some of this as well. So that doesn't all need to be there either. It'll be easier for us to build around the train track later. It goes underground, and then we just follow this curve around. Curve it into here. Not liking how that turned out, though. The theory's there, I just need it to go straight out and bury itself sort of as quickly as is possible. That's a lot better for me. See, that I like. And so now, that goes all the way around. We go over the train bridge, around a little bit of track here. Tunnel underneath, and then they can go all the way out. And they connect to the rail network on this side. Now we just need to connect them from the WHR terminal to the other side. Can we dive it? Yes, if we curve in an odd sort of way. But not if we come straight away. So we'll do it like that. Or you know what, we could just bridge that. No, because we need to go the other way though. Okay, be tricky then. Come out like this. And then let's dive like here. That, what, did you not hear me? What if you do, though? That doesn't... Am I just building a separate chunk of track underground? That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, shall we? What if we did, though? What if we just tried that again a little bit better? Same thing, but more good. And less dumb. Do a straight track for just a moment. While we go under the ground. And then we will go around this way. Our target is basically anything over here. I feel like somewhat following the bridge is probably for the best right there. And then we can come up on this side. You know what? Let's come straight across here first. And then we can come up here, I think, right? Yep. We can just join our track on right there. So the tunnel goes in under there, comes up over here. Let's fix a little bit of this. Let's get it looking a little less gnarly. Yeah, now we've got rail connections. So now, cargo trains can alleviate a little bit of the constant need over here, maybe? I wonder... I don't think the one-way experiment is really working on this side. Yeah, they're all going to the cargo train yard, and then they have to go back out this way because they can't come straight back down this way. I'm not sure. I think over time we'll see if that ends up helping any. Oh, there is a trend. It's gonna pop out right over here after a little bit. Come busting up out of that tunnel. I don't know why I'm so excited to see this. I have a simple brain sometimes. Sometimes I just want to see the things I do pay off in a meaningful way. Is that so crazy? Am I so insane? Where my train at, man? I know that's a long tunnel, though. That's gotta feel pretty sketchy to be in that long tunnel that long. Knowing that there's a ton of water over you. There he goes. There he goes. Pew! Where you going? You're going to Canville with a 100% load. You are stocked up and getting out there. Okay, let's unmog this for a minute. Or is it that it's too high and it needs to come down? Is that your problem? More than anything, yeah, kinda. Alright, use the medium brush. Use a 2B pencil. Say what you want. There's a lot of kinds of pencils in this world. But the 2B pencil, I believe, is truly the greatest among pencils. The noble 2B pencil. I mean, it looks a little chopped, but it'll be alright. Oh, they're loving this new cargo terminal. Look at them all getting into it, coming out of it. Completely breaking up the traffic situation. Okay, so good. We added a new mode of cargo distribution, and we broke traffic again. So now let's see if we can unbreak the traffic again. This all seems to be flowing a little better. It's not better, is it? No. No, that's in no way an improvement. Perfect. Why do y'all love this street so much? Calm down. Nevertheless, getting distracted now. We've got all our metro tunnels. And then we've got our cargo train tunnels. And this big old Tren bridge. I do love a good bridge. Let it not be said otherwise. He's just snaking his way through there. You gonna come out? You gonna come out right there? Pew! Are you 100% load? You know you are. Going to Rockfield? Yeah, you know what they say about those people from Rockfield. Fields full of rocks. You gotta be a little bit odd, haven't you? We've got one down here, but that's quite frankly beloved by everybody in the city, I would say. All right. So let's try and fix this. This is like the only major cut through right now, so what if that just wasn't there? Would y'all all be a little less whack about it? Is that just gonna nuke this roundabout because now they're gonna... No? Okay. Alright. Okay, I think I successfully moved the problem. So that's good. Now let's do a little bit of road priority. Let's make that signaled. Because that's just sheer insanity otherwise. Yeah, okay, we definitely moved the problem. Alright, so in the way that it sort of must be, we're gonna let that cook for a little bit and sort of see where we end up. I think I have an idea of how this is going. Not fantastically, in case you were wondering. Right, so let's follow this garbage truck. Now, you should be going, well, you're definitely going down there. So you're taking the right turn. No, you're going up there. Because you're going all the way. Like, why are you up here? Why are you up here? There is nothing for you up here. You don't need to be here. Alright, well this it definitely seems a little less scuffed up there. I don't know, man. Amanda Smith, you're very welcome for my intense mayoral skills. I feel like this is gonna work after enough time has passed. So you gotta kind of watch and just sort of analyze for a while. Academic year report. Several hundred new students, that's what we like to see. 9,000 white bed sheets for toga parties. What's not to love? I feel like that doesn't need to be a stop sign either. Then let's take Dean Highway and make that a priority road. And then we'll make this a priority road as well. Like, does that absolutely shaft it? I feel like that doesn't need to be a stop necessarily. Okay, look. As time's progressed, get rid of the overlay. Got a little bit of traffic around here, but it's kind of clearing through. It's filtering out a little bit. That's probably my one major tip. Especially for you, Mr. English, if you were watching this. When you're trying to solve traffic problems, it's a lot like trying to solve, other complex problems like we do. Make one change and then allow some time to see what the impact is. Because it gets very tempting to be like, oh, well, I need to fix this and this and this and this and this. Oh, the national park has reached level 4. We can build hunting cabins. We are definitely going to do that. Yeah, so I want to say... Is that one of the WHR Industries trucks? It really is, isn't it? Wild. So I think... traffic is now backing up over this bridge. Most of the traffic is going straight, so... after the Reed Bridge, let's prioritize straight through traffic. So do not want that bridge backing up into the city. Okay, see, now this is where I have a problem, because now I have all of these vehicles. Because they're cutting through to get to all of the, like, to get through basically to here, where they will then continue on to become a problem. That does look like it's flowing a little better through now. This is backing up a little bit again. Yeah, the stop signs situation isn't working. So making something a priority road, just be aware, is not always the fix you might think it would be. Because it tends to put a bunch of stop signs in basically everywhere. Y'all do not know what y'all are doing. Maybe if there's a stop there. Or a stop here. Flow, flow, even flow. Onto my traffic oval. My very, very ridiculous traffic oval. Okay, yeah, so changing the traffic priority there has definitely stopped this from backing up. People are using this little slip tunnel that I made as well. I'm proud of that. That was a ridiculous thing to do, and I'm glad it's actually, like, working out vaguely worth a damn. Okay, it seems to be kind of a status quo. It seems to be getting not better, but not worse either. So I wonder after some more time passes if we'll see a change there. And again, that whole situation occurs because now this cargo train terminal is here. Now there are a lot of vehicles coming out from there that are trying to get basically down here to come this way and get onto the interstate, or come down over the Reed Bridge because they want to go onto the, like, big major throughways. I think it's sort of dumb in a kind of it should maybe be okay kind of way for now, potentially. Yeah, okay, this seems stable. We're backing up kind of a little bit to here, but we're not, you know, we're just a little bit back from that intersection. We're not backing up to the next intersection, like, all the time anyway. So, like, okay, so you are trying to go that way, right? And then, like, same thing, right? You're going back that way. You're trying to, like, they all want to get out onto the interstate that way. It feels, I feel hopeful. It feels a little bit like it's maybe clearing out. And then a ton more vehicles come through. Come on, prove me right. Prove me right. I mean, this was back up to, like, here earlier. Yeah, now it's, like, back down to here, and it comes in fits and starts too. It sort of surges as the demand changes. Yeah, see, now it's backed up to here again. I love the beat of this little tune. I dig it, man. I really like this playlist. That's one of my favorite things about making these videos. Is just get to sit here and chill and listen to this playlist. And also, you guys. Just coming and chilling and having a good time. Speaking of which, 47 minutes through the video already. I feel like I've done so much and also hardly anything at all. Okay, did traffic finally clear? Did traffic finally clear? Do we have the all clear signal? Because once it stops being, like, blocked up and everybody kind of gets through and goes where they go, and, like, look, now these vehicles are just, they're just going the way they want to go, right? And of course, like, a big surge of morning traffic, so it's gonna, like, kind of back up at times. As long as it's not, like, critically backing up where it starts backing up all the way to, like, this intersection here and then just exploding, like, all the traffic. I feel like being busier during certain peak times is just kind of gotta be acceptable to some degree. That's sort of just how transportation works, really. And there's, like, all these other lanes. No one's using these other lanes at all. Even the ones that are going all the way around, they're just, like, sticking to the one lane. Yeah, see, these guys know where they're going. They're coming all the way around and shooting off up that way, so it sort of works. Again, more analysis required. Let's build some hunting cabins. Maybe that's what the side across the road will be for. Maybe this will be sort of like the hunting region. I feel like this would not be particularly good land to hunt on. What are you? Is that like a old... Yeah, look, it's an old, like, artillery emplacement. It's odd to think there were world wars in the history of city skylines. Yeah, they're like, they're facing outwards like this. They're like coastal defense guns. And like this little bunker situation. So that's actually fairly common to see because where I come from in England is way down on the south coast. So it was a major military naval port. And you know, is a strategically valuable target for attack. I had a hiccup, I'm sorry. It was just one. So it's a strategically valuable location to attack, and because of that, there's a big fort. There's an artillery fort that, like, way out on the waterfront that faces out towards the bay, and it is not an ancient artillery fort. It is an active and still currently manned by a Royal Marines commandos / artillery division. I'm given to understand for now. Don't take this necessarily as 100% gospel, because I just may be misremembering some things. But I believe my mother told me that either my grandfather or my great-grandfather had something to do with the coastal defense batteries. Either he was like the you know, consultant on their strategic placement, or he might have been like you know, one of the foremen of the Cruz that actually like constructed those emplacements, or something. He was involved in some way in that, which is pretty neat. And that's just a little story that I got reminded of because I saw some coastal defense gun emplacements. It's funny when you have a lot of like things like that, how even like seeing or hearing like such a minor stimulus can fully put you down the road of like a whole other set of memories for something like completely different, right? So I find that kind of really interesting, like how the mind makes connections between things. I think I would have made a really good neurologist if I was significantly more intelligent and had a completely different temperament than what I do. But you know, I actually think that about a lot of professions. Okay, can I make this any less? No, I'm just kind of mushing it up and down. What if I build it up out like here though? Yeah, the bulge. Look at that.
Choose your fighter.
Do you like my bulge, everyone? I mean, I'm just saying, even having just like a weird nub on it kind of makes it look a little bit less shit. That is just something I'm, quite frankly, this whole thing is a situation I'm going to deal with off camera. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that on the recording, because that could honestly be an entire hour of me just trying to fix this cliff that exists right here. I do like the little old lighthouse though. It's all rusty and the windows is broke. And personally, I wouldn't want to jump across wet rocks to try and get to it. But I appreciate that it's there. There's this old trashed pier as well. You see a lot of these in the south, actually, because we get so many hurricanes and stuff that, like, but we're also very, like, we're big about the piers. There's a lot of pier activity, like near Houston and all along that part of the coast, or like Galveston and Kemah and all that stuff. But we also frequently get whipped by hurricanes. Hurricanes, much to probably everybody's great surprise, really wreck piers. Now hold on. We've got one of those issues where the corpses are piling up again. But only in Barlow Prospect. Why are you all the way over there, bud? I know there has been a huge population boom, so it may be to our benefit to possibly make a few, like one crematorium trying to serve that entire area. That is legitimately crazy. I am a madman. Right, that'll kind of cover y'all over here. A little bit like that, and then I feel like we could sneak one in. That's actually a metro station right there. My fault, gang. We can delete one house and put one over here. All right, get out there, pick up those corpses and deal with them. Deal with them. Do that. Right, the hearses have been dispatched. We will come back shortly and find out if our corpse stacking issue has been resolved. It very much had better be, or the Kade will get considerably less cozy. The game will be cozy, but the Kade will be very uncozy. There we go. Now we're getting all the bodies. Yeah, there we go. There's another one in here. We're gonna grab that one. Yeah, we're gonna pick up a corpse from over there. Anybody headed down that road? Anybody you like. It's the foggy residence. I know you're scared because it's foggy and you don't want to drive through the fog because it feels like it might be dangerous. I do, however, really need you to extricate the corpse from this location, so I can stop hearing about how Grandma's been decomposing in the living room for 3 days. And frankly, I'm supposed to deal with that? I mean, let's think about this rationally for a second. If you had a family member who were to become not undeceased in your house, are you really expecting the mayor to handle that? Do you know what I mean? That seems a little bit odd. Seems almost like it's not really the mayor's concern as to whether or not you have somebody, you know, stinking up the joint, so to speak. Right, National Park upgrade. That's plazas, other parks, tourism, city park, amusement park, zoo, nature reserve. Alright, so we can put a side gate here. And this will be the gateway into hunting territory. Now, some may say that placing this exactly here might be a little tone deaf because it's right next to the panda enclosure. I say, if anybody takes so much as a pot shot at one of those pandas, I will have them lynched. I will have them strung up from the bridge over here. Nobody shoots my pandas. Hear that, fellas? No one shoots the pandas. got a bit of a windy path that's going to go up here, along this way, along this way. Alright, so over and under on leaving the little wartime emplacements there. I think that's actually a pretty adorable idea. Because I feel like, okay, so you can come here to hunt, but you can also go, you feel me, do a little historical sightseeing. If you want to hunt in the lowlands, you can kind of come around this way. These are little sort of hunting camps. So let's actually go and put some hunting lodges out there. What do we get later? We get bouldering sites. The Nature Reserve Museum. El Museo. Alright, so let's... Hunters or hikers? I choose to believe that these are hikers. I'm not a hunter myself. Despite where I live currently. Hunting is big in this area. I don't begrudge anybody their pastime hunting. I do not personally take part. I'm just a bit, I'm a bit of a certain set of beliefs when it comes to, you know, the lives of animals and such like. Not that I try and impose that on anybody else. My beliefs are my beliefs. Everybody is welcome to do as they please. I cannot say anything against it. And frankly, I can see the appeal. I'm, you know, very simply, it is just that I myself, and I mean no judgment of anybody by it, I myself do not care to take life in that manner. And that is just me and my own, you know, my own beliefs and feelings in that regard. Like I say, no indictment on anybody else. I respect everybody's rights and freedoms. Apart from, like, really gnarly people. But I'm not gonna get into that right now. And then shall we throw some light poles? Just on these little intersections and maybe here and there along the way. There so people don't trip up the stairs. You ever fallen up stairs? You probably have, and I will tell you, it is unpleasant. No one wants to fall up the stairs. My dear wonderful mother, who I stress greatly, is an incredible human being, and I adore her. She's also possibly the clumsiest human being that I've ever interacted with. and famously did once manage to fall up a set of stairs, broke 2 toes, was it 2 toes, 2 ribs, and a finger? Right, because you know when you're walking up a set of stairs, if you don't lift your foot enough and it like catches on the edge of the step, it'll kind of stumble you forward. Well, this wonderful and genuinely delightful example of humanity has almost no meaningful self-preservation instincts. So when she fell, she didn't put her arms out in front of her. She didn't, she didn't try and sort of roll or twist as she landed to sort of mitigate the damage. Just nothing. None of those things occurred. She pretty much just ate stairs, like more or less instantly, and with basically no attempt at not, which was luckily I think I got my father's genes in that regard, so I do tend to protect myself before critical damage occurs to my person. Mostly. I will say, that is a mostly thing, not an always thing. I have been known, on the odd occasion, to make a horrible botch of things. Figure if I put the binoculars here, you can look out at, like, Prospect Hills and Barlow Square. Do you think there's worse things in the world? Put you a potty right there in case you walked all the way down and you need a potty break. Maybe some little foldy chairs if anybody wants to just like sit down for a minute if they got an ache in the leggies. And maybe if somebody wants wood, we can put wood here to go with like a small campfire or like a lean-to. Yeah, okay, I like a lean-to right there. So you got like wood for your little fire, you got your little lean-to, a couple of chairs, some binocs that you can look out over the city with and be really normal about and don't be weird. Looking through people's windows and stuff. I know what you pervits is like. Yeah, okay, so we're still nominally doing alright on this side. I think I'm willing to consider that not a crushing problem at this time. Another cargo train being loaded up. That's going to San Cruz. We are Los Cruz. You're bringing in a whole bunch of cargoes. I feel like this is slowly clearing as well. Call me crazy. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to convert these because I think I had an idea of what I was trying to do. I think I had an idea of what I was trying to do, and I don't think it turned out how how I had intended it to. We have stopped a lot of the backup down around here. And I think if we can figure this out and get this going a little bit better, I think we can solve this one as well. So let's take all the stops off. So I think I had an idea of like, oh well, if I make the actual roundabout priority, traffic will clear off the roundabout faster, and that'll somehow make things better. And I just don't think it turned out that way. So let's see if we can get a bit of a better flow going this way. All these packing crates. Oh, these shipping containers. You know these shipping containers are just filled with wood. There is so much premium wood in these containers. And once there's enough of it, it just generates a completely full cargo train. We won the basketball trophy again. The NSVT Lions are ballers. They were the Lions, right? I haven't checked in a while. Yep, the NSVT Lions. That's some ballers right there. And you know, we're making that the university do make its money. Everybody be loving the varsity sports. We've got 6 coaches. I must say that's going pretty good. Hey, we're doing okay with this. Weekly income is getting a bit sketchy. Let's generate some more tax revenue, shall we? These will be some nice places for houses, and before you even say it, yes, I know they're going to need water. There. You do all of this area. Come up here to here, 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 and then into here. And we'll just run some lines out like this. Sort of cover these areas. Alright. Are we or are we not, in fact, Gucci? Alright, that should get him building up. Okay. Alright, we're digging it. We're digging it. I like what I'm looking at, and like I see this and I feel pride, right? We also need to district this area. We will see what name we are assigned when we do so. Smith Heights. We've already got Crescent Heights. So why don't we now, the defining feature over here is the rock. So I'm thinking maybe we play off the rock for a name. why don't we call it, I don't know, like rock or stone? What are some other rock words? Boulder. Already got flats, boulder flats. Already got heights. Saying that, don't I already have 2 heights? Boulder crossing? It's not quite right. That's more of a feature than like a district. It's older. See, this is the part, if I was cutting this as an episode for YouTube, this is the kind of part where I would like pause it, go and grab myself a drink, come back and figure it out, and then it would just jump cut, and I'd be like, I have the perfect name. But I don't edit these videos that way. It's pretty much just a stream of consciousness. So you get the full experience of what it is like for me playing, and I spend a lot more time trying to figure out what to name things, typically, than I do doing most other things, including planning traffic routing. So what would you be? You would be Boulder Pines? No, we've got South Pines, damn it. But it is sort of forested over there. Rockwood. There it is. Rockwood. Alright, I'm feeling Rockwood. Okay. Oh, I could do, yeah. I dig that, actually. How are we doing up here? Yeah, so we're doing basically okay. Up here, we're not terrible down here or anything, are we? No, we're good there. Not back in traffic up here. We're still all good on this side. Everybody uses the Blake Bridge now because they love this intersection so much. I heard one of the Little City Skylines people actually say they loved it so much that they named their kid Intersection after this. Like, their kid is now named Intersection Jones. They're probably gonna go to university, but if they don't, they probably won't find a job around here. Oh dear. Okay. Alright, cargo train situation still going good. How is this all filtering? You know, isn't that a ton better? Like, look, that is actually flowing and functioning properly now. Like, backs up a little bit right here, but I don't think it's ultimately the worst. We've definitely seen traffic backups considerably more violent than that one. And I feel like that's gonna kind of like glut back, but then clear through again. Because I don't think a lot of this is consistent traffic. Okay, there is a dead person, there is trash. At this point, I just sort of need... I mean, can you maybe just stuff the dead person in the trash bin? And maybe we can get him that way? What's the over-under on that? Because there is a waste transfer facility with 15 vehicles available. Alright, the hearse got the corpse. I didn't see a trash truck. I am assuming that the driver of the hearse maybe had a little space in the back and said, hey, do you want to throw a couple trash bags in? We'll drop them off at the waste transfer facility on our way back to the interstate. You know, maybe that's what happened. The Opera House. Being all majestic. Alright, so this traffic situation is not as horrendous as it was. It's a great start. Look at all the wood. That is all wood, right? That is just straight wood. That is just straight up trees. Get him to San Cruz, bro. I'm guessing it's that way. Right, we're looking good. We're looking good. That is a lot of ice cream shops. How are you going to be a general store with a big ice cream sign? Maybe people just really like ice cream on Layton Street. Maybe that's super their jam. I mean, they're messing with donuts over here on Nancy Street. Although you can still get some ice cream over here, as well as Marina Mount accessories. 2 floors of Indie Lizard, which I assume to be a record store. Tasty yakisoba noodles, burned bean coffee, and yet more ice cream. Would you drive it? Would you drive it knowing that you would be ridiculed by absolutely everybody who saw your vehicle, ever? If somebody gave you one of these for free and said, this is your new Jubilee Roadster, are you driving? Let me know. Okay. Minor detail. Why is there a reflection of city buildings in the window? You can see that is absolutely what that is. These are, you know, this is the reflections of city buildings. Reflecting from what? There's nothing over there. Like, at all. Where are these reflections coming from? I am confused. Passenger service last week, 445. They are using that metro too. They love this little metro. 43 passengers on that bit. There's 67 passengers on that bit. Alright, get it. Alright, traffic is nominally okay. It's kind of alright for the most part. Which, that's the thing too, is especially with a game like this, you will drive yourself actually crazy if you're always trying to like get everything perfectly right. It is of course possible. The thing is there's a difference between possible and feasible, and I think in this game's case, feasibility is definitely something to concern yourself with. It's like, I could sit here for another 17 hours tweaking every road, every junction, to try and get a perfect traffic flow where nothing ever backs up anywhere. Knowing that it must be possible, but theoretically doing so is just so infeasible that I know it would very likely be a waste of my time. And more crucially, yours. I mean, you didn't throw me on a second monitor to ignore me for me to be sat here doing something you don't care about. That's not what we do here. I want to do stuff that you're only tangentially paying attention to that's interesting. Like further building out the subdivision of Rockwood. Let's build Rockwood Triangle. Ooh, that reminds me. So that's another thing I've been trying to do is tell more stories, I think, a little bit for these two. Just because, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just sat here yapping essentially to myself. You'll be watching this, of course, later, in your own time. But for me right now, like, the house is empty except me and the cats. One of whom is currently enjoying the fact that I'm playing this game because it makes the fans on my computer run. And she just goes to sleep with her face, like, against the side of the fans and cooks her little brain. She is a simple soul. But just to be able to take a little bit of time and just kind of storytell a little bit. You know, just be human and relatable. How are you missing water? Because I didn't go all the way up to here. How about now, fam? Also, we should be joined up for redundancy. You know, I was so busy talking about the story I was going to tell that I forgot to tell the story. And now I forgot what story I was going to tell. Maybe it'll come back to me later. Alright, so Rockwood is getting some population. And that's good because, quite frankly, we need the tax revenue. We're up to 15 mil, which is good, but we're sort of hovering pretty stably around that point. Corpse. Somebody come and get the corpse. Also, what do we do? What do we do in the center here? Is there like a monument or something that we can put there? And I know monuments and unique structures, I should say, typically want to be oh yeah, look at all these tier 6 structures we can build. Right, must be placed roadside. Want something like cool. That doesn't quite fit. That would definitely be ugly as hell. Ziggurat Garden. That would fit in the center. That's sort of tempting. especially if I were to maybe tunnel a road in. So what I was thinking was I could put like a little road there so it would allow me to build it. I could put it there and then blow up the road and yeah, isolate the building, but construct 7 instances of university. 1,000 abandoned buildings in the city. Ah, yes, the oppression office. 50 entertainment. Let me tell you how much entertainment the people get from oppression. They love it, apparently. I didn't make the rules of this great nation city state thing. A sea fortress, have a level 5 park area. Dude, hell yes. Hell actually yes, dude. Banana bread? Work, dude? Hell yeah. Alright. Little more by way of commercial zoning. Is that what we're kind of thinking about over here, guys? Thinking about some light commercial zonage. I sort of like to make sure that commercial zones have like pretty swift access to an exit. I don't ideally want them to be driving through a lot of residential streets to get their goods, like to and from the stores, you know? What if we this tune kind of slaps though, right? Like, that is not just me. So what if we build like a thing? See, it just wastes too much if I do it that way. This way and this way. We can maybe cut this in like here. Seems fine. Okay, kids, remember, don't walk out of the back back exit of the annex building on the side. The parking lot does plummet probably about 80 feet down. So maybe we don't do exactly that. Maybe just there is fine. Just so as not to murder the children. That's not what we're trying to achieve here. Then they'll never enter the workforce. Oh, and that worked out really nicely. Ah, look at that. Okay. Yes. I'm very happy with that. What I was gonna do is meet the office zoning demand by throwing some more offices out to meet that residential or the industrial industry or offices. So there's some nice plots for you to build offices on. Build you some offices. Have a sterling time. This is honestly, it is what it is at this point. I can't help you people. What do you mean, you people? Don't worry about it. Alright, the entertainment value is already very well met. The park does afford itself. What if we make it slightly more expensive? Just a thought. So our national park is turning a profit, so it is fully self-sufficient and not draining us. Something is, but I don't know what exactly. Citizens are sick. The ground is polluted. Ain't no more. Well, I mean, it still is. It's just not your problem. Anyway, good luck moving to San Cruz. Oh boy, the passenger liners. That's a lot of folks. That's a lot of folks coming in on cruise ships. And only one of my own residents is going on a cruise. Right, there are 73 people on board this cruise ship. "73 people got off the cruise ship. One person got on, and they're going to Santa Cruz." So what I'm saying is, everybody wants to be here, and no one wants to leave and go anywhere else. Oh, 3 whole people wanted to go to Las Vegas. Very well then. Go about your business, heathens. That will be fine. What if I curved a bridge just past this corner and down to here? What if I did that? What if I did that though? What if I did it though? Open up all that development space. Even though I've got all this development space, that's probably just going to be mostly industrial area. See, and then like sometimes it's a loss, and then it jumps back up to a profit, and then it goes up to like 27,000, and then like I don't know what budget is happening. I don't have anything in stocks right now, anyway. No. Is anybody real low right now that we can buy into? Ideally, ideally something that's currently at a solid low. Chirpy cruises. All right, seems good. Let's run this short. Just to see if we can get a little bit of extra cashola. Alright, so I clicked 2 buttons and I made $300,000. I am given to understand that this is indeed basically how the stock market works. And because of that, I will now be putting all of my financial assets into the stock market with the intention of multiplying my money very quickly and with minimal effort. This is wise. Financially, spiritually, sexually, it just makes sense. You know what else I think makes sense? Would be if I were to engage. We're closing up towards the end of this video as we are. If I were to engage in a little bit of the adult beverage tequila. I mentioned this before. This is one of my favorite tequilas. This is Deremana. And this is the Blanco. They make a reposado. I have been known to drink it on more than one occasion. I bounce back and forth between the two. Sometimes 'tis one, sometimes 'tis the other. There's some dust in my shot glass. Alright. Pour myself a little shortsky. Yeah, lovely stuff. Getting the cork back in's a bit of a bee, though. And I shall now avail myself a little bit of the good stuff. If you are also enjoying an adult beverage, I hope it is delicious, and I hope you feel nice, warm, and fuzzy on the inside after you drink it. If you are below the legal age of majority for your geographical region, you're not missing out on much. It is not all as rah-rah as everybody older than you probably makes it seem like. If you're not of the legal age to drink yet, don't rush it. There's no need. Take it from somebody who started drinking far too early. You just kind of ruin it for yourself anyway. And it really just... It doesn't... You don't have the restraint, the self-respect, or the respect from your peers that you need to be able to actually enjoy having alcoholic beverages with your friends. You'll get there once you're old enough, but before that, you're gonna be stupid as hell. And so you can just skip that part. Wait until you're in your 30s. Or 21 or 18 or whatever it is, but for me, honestly, I drank way too much. I'm gonna just quickly. That is delicious. I drank way too much, way too early. Like, got sick a lot, got stupid a lot, got hurt a bunch of times because I was doing dumb things. Oh, it makes my mouth water so bad. So by the time I was like 20, I was already so over drinking. Which is when like everybody else is like, oh, we're finally old enough, we're gonna go out and drink. Like, oh, you want to come out for drinks? I'm like, nah, I'm kind of good, man. Don't really feel like it. So it just means that later on, when you are old of drinking age, and it is a valid social activity for you and your friends to go and get done, then by that point, everybody else is having a great time and you already don't really wanna, which then makes you seem like no fun Nancy / no fun Norman. There's a fire truck headed over there, is there not? I should very much hope there would be. Yep, there he goes. Old John fire truck. Oh look, another one got there quicker. Extinguish the fire. Probably caught fire because of their ugly deck loungers. I don't know how that causes fires, but it does cause me to hate it. Kathleen Walker, you can shut up. You have no garbage piling up in your house. Why are you talking? Stop barking, Kathleen. You diggy dang dog. They want yet more housing. Alright, well luckily I've made these housing blocks really accessible for all and every none. You can build houses here. Promise and we'll let you. You know, and we will make this into like a little residential situation. Okay, fixed it. Much better. A little bit more commercial over here. Maybe some more offices along this edge. With possibly the exclusion of here in case I need to pull this road out at some point. I wish there was some kind of automated tool for doing that. Just to have it zone -1 block on the end to make sure that if you want to drag the road out, there'll be enough space. That would save me a lot of headache. It would save me a lot of heartache. It would save me the aches of every kind, really. People staying in the hunting cabins? Yes, they are. They are loving these joints. Yep, even making it all the way down here. People coming to the viewing decks. Enjoying their time. I can never see how many people use the binoculars, though. I guess the game doesn't track that. And or they might not. They might be purely for decoration and may not actually be interactable. Yeah, everybody loves the Huntsman's Paradise. But they're parking all the way down the block about it. How are my pandas? Are you happy, pandas? I hope you're happy, pandas. He's having a big old panda sit down. Being the sittingest panda. He's under the little ladder. He's poking his little head through. I love these pandas, man. He's only sleeping on his little panda swing. Oh. Oh yeah, laying in a big old bamboo. You know that dude just ate like 117.2 bamboos and was like, nah, I'm good, man. I gotta nap it. And then they're all chilling up on here having a little nap as well. This is the best thing I ever built. And like, honestly, people are just rocking up. Is that like some turdy little kid? An exchange student? Are you on a bicycle? Or are you just running really fast? Is that a dog? Yeah, it's a dog. The dogs came to see the pandas. Yes. A joyful is me. I am one joyful. I am one integer filled with joy. Not enough educated workers. Same for you. Yep. Everybody too stupid. There's like, oh god damn it. God damn it. God actually damn it. What if... Why are you on fire? Stop being on fire, silly. It's not gonna make people come to your store. You know, make the fire crews come to your store, I guess. But not to make purchases. Alright. Let's put a... Like, look, I gotta put it, like, down here. Like, where do I need to put this to where y'all are good, right? Like here, and then we can put like a high school on kind of the other side. Like that. That should kind of like cover you guys. And y'all will all eventually go to university. You know what? Let's tie you into the metro system too while we're here. What if we were to place an underground metro stop anywhere it'll go? What if we put one... Yeah, all of this is just too steep. So what if we put one like on this side? And then like on this side? And then... join them with some metro tracks that can go like oh, I want to do straight like this, so you can kind of go on there like this, and you can come from there down to here, and from there over to here. Right, and then we can send it around this way. So now there's like a Rockwood East and a Rockwood West metro station. Maybe I could sneak another little one in over here. Yeah, so actually, let's blow this all up. Instead of that, we'll run it from here to here, and then from here to, like, curve it in that way. Find path. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I see. That's tricky. I want it on that yellow line. That is definitely the line I want it to use. It's going... see, it's going this way. So it actually needs to join right there. My fault. Let's instead do a big dumb curve. You know that's my favorite. Like that. Now that we may be able to find a line for that. No, because it needs to like curve in this way. Right. Also my fault. My bad, gang. problem is it needs to come, like, down here. And then it needs to curve back around. So it goes up like that. That's a line we can find. Guarantee it. Don't like act like that's stupid, because even though I know it is, shut up. Basically. You've got no power down there. Well, what if there were some houses down here? Then would you have power? Would the people living down there extend the power grid out to where they could reach you? The answer is yes. So really, you don't need power there if no one lives there. Not enough educated workers. Frankly, that is y'all's problem. That's one of those things that it will fix itself over time. The provision is available for education everywhere. It's just when these people move in, you can see when you look at the education map, like, these houses are full of uneducated or basically educated people, because they just haven't been here long enough to go through the education system yet. So eventually that comes right. Just takes a little while. Alright, now we got power to the metro station because somebody built a house. We're all happy with that now. Wonderful stuff. Police and fire services. Yeah, let's get Rockwood PD on the go. Yeah, how y'all feeling about that now? A little better? A little better? A little bit of reduction in the crime rate? Why is crime so high at WHR Industries head office when there is a police station across the road? What is you the doing? Alright, sweet. So, we solved some problems. We created some problems. We made some things worse. We made some things better. We changed some things, so the only major difference between them now is the location of the issue. At the same time, houses are leveling up here in Rockwood, expanding the transport network. We've got a whole new cargo exporting system going on for both of our major hubs right here. It's all going on. It's all going on. Nonetheless, you know what it is when I hit that cinematic camera. You know that means it's the end of the episode. Is this another 2 hours together, you and me, my friends? And what a wonderful time it has been. We have achieved, I feel, a great deal here. And I want to thank you for being here. If you were doing schoolwork, I hope that your studies went well. If you've done some homework, I hope when you turn it in, you're gonna get some good grades for that. I believe in you. I'm sure you did great. Just take an extra one time. I know it feels like when you get done, you're so happy to be done, but go do something else for a little bit and come back just one time afterwards and go over what you did. Just review it. Look for any obvious grammatical mistakes or if any parts read sort of weird. Just trust me, it's worth that one extra look once you've given yourself a little bit of space, a little bit of clarity. Nonetheless, you got a big brain. I know you're gonna get through it, and I'm sure the good grades are coming in. If you've been doing some professional work, I hope you have had a wonderful time. I hope it has been peaceful and productive. If you have a stressful job, I hope it was less stressful than usual. And if you have a peaceful job, I hope you enjoyed your time here with me yapping in the background. If you were also playing some video games of your own, hope the games went well. Hope you're racking up those wins. Hope you're racking up the kills. Hope your own city is developing well, and you're defeating the bosses and leveling up good, and having whatever manner of good time it is that you have been trying to have. And of course, if you were just sat down to hang out and chill out with me, I really appreciate you being here. I hope this was a fun little time for you to spend. I hope it was peaceful. I hope my ASMR voice brought you joy as I clear my throat, ironically. And as we move forward into this coming week, or 2 weeks if I happen to skip a week, in that next little short period of time, just as I say every time, just believe in yourself, be kind to yourself. Because the world won't cut you a break, but you need to cut you a break sometimes. Make time for the things that make you happy, make time for the things that make you feel well. Make time to spend with your friends, and just do things that rejuvenate your soul is so much more important than you could possibly imagine, to show yourself the same love that you show the people you love. They want you to love you the way they do. Don't ever forget that. I'm going to end this one by saying, as I always do, this has been City Skylines on Kade Plays Kozy Games. I have been Kade. If you're a new viewer here and you made it all the way to the end, appreciate you being here. Clearly you like something you see, leave me a like, comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more of this and the other content that I bring you on this channel. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and spending your time with me. You fill my heart with the warm, fuzzy feelings, and I love you. Other than that, there is nothing left for me to say than what I said earlier mistakenly. I have been Kade. This has been City Skylines on Kade Plays Kozy Games. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.